Level 0. Wannabe. This is where hacking daydreams begin and often end in equal measure. Picture the friend who once reset a home router and now walks around as if they have unlocked some secret hacker identity. They brag about guessing the neighbor's Wi-Fi password like it is a championship title. And they believe that changing an Instagram handle to something edgy is evidence of elite skills. The truth is more mundane. Their training comes from a late-night TV show, a handful of viral tutorials, and an overactive imagination. They throw around technical words like mainframe, IP trace, and firewall breach without being able to explain what those words actually mean. They are proud of a screenshot of a terminal window that shows little more than a prompt and a blinking cursor. They will loudly declare that they hacked a site when all they did was reset a forgotten password or click a visible link. For everyday viewers, a helpful analogy is this. They are like someone who watched a cooking show once and now insists they can run a Michelin kitchen. Curiosity is good, but in this phase, the lack of real understanding can lead to embarrassing mistakes and sometimes legal trouble, so the friendly, practical advice is simple. Learn the fundamentals before you pose as a master. Level 1. Script Kiddie. Welcome to the era of copy, paste, and bravado. Script kiddies rely on tools and scripts written by others, and often do not understand the mechanics behind them. They download a ready-made scanner, exploit proof of concept, or distributed denial of service script, type in a command, and wait for the terminal to spit out red and green text that feels dramatic. In real life, those tools are just like pre-packaged cleaning chemicals. They can be useful when used correctly, dangerous when used improperly, and illegal if applied to other people's property without permission. Script kiddies can unintentionally harm their own systems, spread malware they did not intend to, or leave clear traces that make it easy for defenders and law enforcement to locate them. In a friendly, concrete way, imagine giving a novice driver a sports car and a key without lessons. The result will probably be a crash rather than a graceful drift. The entertaining part for an audience is that script kiddies often act like action movie hackers, while in reality they are beginners. But this gap between image and reality also offers good teachable moments about responsibility and the importance of learning how tools actually work. Level 2. White Hat. Here we meet the people who choose to build rather than to break for profit. White hats are ethical security practitioners who study systems to find weaknesses so those weaknesses can be fixed. They set up home labs, read books about operating systems and networking, and practice in controlled environments. The closest everyday analogy is a mechanic who takes cars apart in a garage to understand how to make them run safer, not to steal them. White hats follow responsible disclosure processes. They document a vulnerability, notify the owner, and allow time for a fix before making details public. Their tools may look the same as those used by malicious actors, but their intent and legal agreements are different. For an audience that likes narrative, emphasize that white hats often begin with curiosity and then make a conscious choice to use their skills to protect hospitals, schools, and businesses. They invest time in certifications and training, but the real differentiator is ethical judgment and the habit of writing clear reports and reproducing issues so defenders can patch them quickly. Level 3. Pen Tester. This is the point where hacking becomes a professional service. Penetration testers are hired by companies to simulate attacks and find vulnerabilities before criminals do. They are like firefighters who light small, controlled flames to see how a building responds, then write detailed notes for the architect. In reality, most of their job is not flashy hacking, but methodical planning, scanning, and documentation. Hours are spent writing reports, highlighting risks, and explaining technical flaws in simple terms for executives who want yes or no answers. The hacking portion is real and exciting. Breaking into a system through a misconfigured printer or a weak password is satisfying. But the paperwork is what makes the findings useful and defensible. Pen testers translate between two worlds, the engineers who build systems and the managers who fund them. For viewers, the funny contrast is that while the public imagines hackers in hoodies, pen testers often sit in offices, wearing business casual and preparing slides for board meetings. Their superpower is not only technical but communicative. They know how to show proof without breaking the law and how to tell a compelling story about risk without sounding like a doomsayer. Level 4. Bug Bounty Hunter. Here comes the freelancer's arena. Bug bounty hunters search for flaws in websites and apps and report them for rewards. It is like modern treasure hunting, except the treasure is a security bug and the map is the application code. For every story of someone earning tens of thousands of dollars, there are countless hours spent digging through boring code, writing test cases, and sometimes earning only pocket change. Imagine a poker table where 9 out of 10 hands lose, but the 10th hand pays for the month. That is the emotional roller coaster of bounty hunting. Some hunters live in coffee shops with headphones on, chasing bugs between sips of espresso. Others maintain spreadsheets of dozens of targets, refreshing dashboards like slot machines. The highs are intense. Finding a hidden vulnerability and receiving a payout feels like winning a jackpot. The lows are equally real. Many reports are duplicates or invalid, leading to frustration. What makes this level appealing to viewers is the freedom. No boss, no schedule, just skill and persistence. But it is also a reminder that freelancing in cybersecurity is both liberating and exhausting, like riding a roller coaster with no guarantee of a smooth stop. Level 5. Red Teamer. Now we enter the special forces of cybersecurity. Red Teamers are hired to think and act like real attackers, using creativity, patience, and psychology. They might send phishing emails that look authentic, plant a USB stick in a parking lot, or test whether a coffee machine connected to Wi-Fi can become a doorway into a corporate network. Their job is to stress test defenses in the most realistic way possible. The comparison here is with a fire drill. Red Teamers simulate a real emergency so the security team can practice responding. The stories are colorful, sneaking into a building, convincing an employee to reveal a password, or slipping past antivirus with a custom program. Sometimes things go wrong and an exercise sets off real alarms, creating tense moments. What sets them apart is their mix of technical depth and human trickery. For viewers, the fun is hearing spy movie-like tales that are not fiction, but rehearsals of what criminals might do. Red Teamers remind us that the weakest link in any system is often a person clicking the wrong link. They bring adrenaline to security, but their mission is serious: to prepare organizations for the real thing. Level 6, Government Ghost. This level is wrapped in mystery. Government hackers, often called ghosts, operate in silence for national interests. Unlike freelancers or corporate testers, these professionals are part of intelligence agencies or military cyber units. Their targets are not Wi-Fi passwords, but foreign governments, organized crime groups, or terrorist networks. Their work takes months or even years, slowly gaining access, creating backdoors, and waiting until the right moment to act. Success for them is not measured in fame or money, but in silence. If no one ever hears about their mission, it means they did it right. Picture someone riding a subway train, casually scrolling their phone while secretly running a covert operation from a hidden device. For viewers, this level feels like spy fiction, but it is grounded in reality. Ghosts do not brag on social media. They disappear, leaving only rumors. They represent the shadowy edge of hacking where the stakes are geopolitical and the line between defense and offense is blurred. Level 7. Black Hat Elite. At the top of the hierarchy sits the Black Hat Elite. These hackers are not casual troublemakers. They run sophisticated criminal empires. Instead of chasing bug bounties or corporate jobs, they build networks of loyal followers who carry out ransomware campaigns, steal financial data, and trade information on dark web markets. Their operations are professional, calculated, and often global. Think of them as digital mafia bosses. They control botnets, sell zero-day exploits to the highest bidder, and move money through cryptocurrencies and offshore accounts. The power they wield is not only technical but also economic and social. They can shut down hospitals, disrupt supply chains, or even influence elections. Unlike lower levels, these hackers do not waste time showing off. Their reputation spreads through whispers in underground forums where their aliases carry more weight than a real-world identity. For viewers, this is the final boss stage. Hackers with near-limitless resources, playing a game that no firewall can completely stop. They are not just breaking into systems, they are shaping the digital world from the shadows.
So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when a new video drops.